Hi guildmates, I'm back after such a long hiatus. I'm really sorry for taking me so long before making another video. I'm now back for the part 2 of the gamification tutorial series, how to build your avatar database. The first step is to type / and then type database, and then make sure to choose the gallery view. Okay, and then once done, all you have to do is just name your avatar database. You can choose the icon, and then you can name it whatever you want. Now let's create an avatar. Since I've already created one, I'm going to show you the properties that we will be needing for the avatar to run smoothly. Let's open this up. Of course, the title or the name field is automatic whenever you create a database, so this field or property cannot be deleted. So all you have to do is just edit your name in here. And then what we're going to do is, before we create this section right here, update as needed, no action needed, we will need to create a relation property first. So all you have to do is, when you add a property, you just choose the relation, and then you choose from your existing data sources, which is your quests. Let's see what we can do with this property. When you choose the quests or your quest database, make sure to edit the no limit to no limit instead of one page. And then to enable the two-way relation. And what this will do is it will add this property onto your quest database. So this is going to be what it will look like in your quest database. This is the relation property that you have automatically added when you enable the relation property from your avatar property. So make sure to add the avatar page that you have just created. This way, each time you create a quest or add a quest to your avatar, it will count the XP and the diamonds, which I will show you how to do later on. Okay, so let's close this one and let's go back to our avatar database. Make sure to add all of the existing quests in this field. Even if the quests that you have added are not yet completed, make sure to add them. Okay, so because this will matter when we create a progress bar in our later videos in this formula or label property. Let's create two roll-up properties. What we need is a roll-up property to show the XP value from our quest database. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a property. Make sure to choose the roll-up. And then when you select the relation, make sure to choose the quests. And then the target property should be XP. All right. So all of these properties will be visible. However, you can only choose one target property for this particular roll-up property. In this case, we want to add up or sum all of the potential XP that we will be gaining from the quests that we have added earlier on. Okay, so what we will calculate is, all you have to do is just click on this, then choose more options, and then the sum. All right, number format should be number, and then the decimal places, you can just leave this as it is, and then make sure to show it as a number. All right, so let's go ahead and close that one, and then you can just duplicate this one so you can create the potential diamonds instead. However, since we just duplicated the property, what we can change is just the target property. Okay, so we will be choosing the diamonds instead of the XP. So we just replace the XP with the diamonds. This time, we will be counting all of the diamonds we will be gaining from all of the quests that we have added earlier. Next thing we're gonna do is add another roll-up property. However, this time, instead of counting the numbers or the values of the quests that we will be doing, is we're going to be counting all of the quests that we have done. All right, so The checkbox is the target property this time. What we're going to do is we're going to calculate the percent checked. Show it as number. So far, we have not completed all of the quests that we have added as of yet. And as you can see, the check marks are visible in this particular field. The way that we can show easily if the quests have been done or not is all you have to do is just click on this one, either just link another page, and then you can see here the three dots, and then you can show the properties that you want to show. So right now I wanted to show how if the quest has been done or completed or not. If you want, you can also add a label for each of the quests to see how much XP and diamonds each are worth. Okay, so as you can see, I have already gained like 9 diamonds so far, so because those are the checked values. Okay, and then going back to our other properties, what we're going to be showing is another formula property. Okay, so make sure to add a property and then choose formula. Okay, after that, just name it as XP gained, and then just pause and copy this video that I will show you. Okay, so it's very important that you don't copy this particular formula as of yet because we don't have the database for our mall items as of yet. Okay, so what I'm gonna need you to do is copy this particular formula, starting from all quests ending in the sum. So we just need this particular formula. What this will do is it will count all of the XP that we have gained from the quest that we have done. Okay, so it will not count the XP from the quest that is not completed as of yet. Okay, so versus or instead of the potential XP wherein we count all of the XP that we will be gaining, this one will add all of the XP that we have gained from completed quests. Okay, so that's why the name XP gained. Now, for the diamonds gained, it's pretty much the same formula. So just pause and copy this formula that I'm showing you. So it's basically the same formula as the XP gain. However, here the property is diamonds instead of XP. Okay, so it's just a single formula as of the moment. Okay, so that's for the diamonds gained. These 3 properties right here will make sense in our next video where I will show you how to create a mall system in Notion. It's actually one of my favorite database that I've created, as it almost feels like retail therapy. So here's how it looks like. In my full version, I added gears to aid me in my boss fights, gifts to give my favorite fictional characters, and they also aid me in battle too. Now that we've added all the properties we need to make our avatar grow, we can now create the label properties. They're actually formula properties, but we'll just call them label properties for the sake of this discussion. Let's start with this total XP label. Just pause the video for a second to copy this formula right here. Now let's make sense of this formula. Let's is one of my favorite formulas, as it allows me to create labels from long list of variables that may change. So in this instance, I named the XP gain property as task done. You don't have to name it as of right now because it only represents one single property without any changes or variables to it. You don't have to name it like that, but it may make sense later on. So what I do is after the comma, since this variable refers to this particular property, I want to separate it by each line. So after that level or after that line, I'm going to create another variable. So this particular variable will represent all the levels the avatar will be able to reach. we will create an F formula for our levels. What this means is that every time I gain 5 XP, so this particular variable, every time this XP gained is less to or equal than 5, if I reach 5, it means I'm still level 0. Okay? If it's less than 5, all right? Equal or less to. Now, however, once I reach 10 XP, I reach level 1. Each time I increase the XP that I have gained, the level will also correspond to that increase or to that particular growth. Feel free to change the figures here to make it probably more easier or challenging for you. So for example, you want to make it, I guess, more challenging, then you can change the level 1 to reach like 20 XP, so on and so forth. So as of now, I only created it up until 10. Okay, so this is the expression if the condition is no longer true. So for example, I have already reached more than 340 XP. Then it just means that I'm already level 10. Okay, so by the time you reach level 10, you can go ahead and change up the figures here so that you can also adjust the XP that you have gained, and that will correspond to the level that you want to reach. Okay, so after this variable, so this is the variable name again, and this variable will correspond to this particular condition or formula. Okay, so it will only represent the result of this if statement. Okay, so after creating the variables, I will now create the expression. So basically, this is the end result of the let's statement. And what I mean by saying end result is this is the expression, basically, or the label that will show in my avatar once I have fulfilled the condition for my variables. Okay, so when I say levels, so that's the easy, basically that's the efficient part of the let's formula. Instead of just typing all of this formula into the expression, I just type levels, and then it will correspond, or it will call the value of this particular condition or expression. Okay, so after that, I will need another paragraph, hence the \n. So remember, this corresponds to a new line or a new paragraph. Okay, so if you want to make like a double space, you can just double this as well. Okay, however, if it's just right after the next line, then it's just a single \n. Okay, and then I added an emoji, and then I recall the other variable I created earlier, which is the XPs I have gained plus the total XP text. So another note or another reminder, so whenever you enclose something in a quotation mark, it usually converts that particular value to a text. Okay, so, and again, this is the formatting of the label. So you can change the color, you can change the formatting here. Okay, so that's it for the expression, and this is how it should go. Okay, so this is how it should show at the moment. So right now I'm level 2 with currently 20 XP that I have gained. I will discuss the total diamonds formula in my next video, as this is also related to our mall system. Now let's create a label for our quest progress bar. Just pause the video and copy this formula that you see right here. Remember that you can include any emojis to make this more aesthetic, or you can even change this progress bar design. There are a lot of emojis that you can choose from online. And then you can also add the decimal places that you want to show in your label, or just leave it as 0 if you want to show a whole number. Okay, and remember that you can also, whenever you see a style formula, remember that you can always change the formatting and how your label will appear. Okay, and this is supposed to be how it goes or how it looks like. And again, whenever you see a style, you can change the formatting or the text here in between. Okay, and that's it for your avatar database. This is a perfect and fun way to show your real-life progress as if you're a character in a game that you play. Instead of progress that feels abstract, this system puts a face onto your own growth. The way you improve life and in character is now more visual instead of just felt. This way, you'll be able to see easily how far you've come. Hope you were successful in creating an avatar that feels like you. See you in the next part!